Hello everybody, welcome to week 3 and module 3. So we hope everybody's out there learning today. I know everybody's working this weekend. We could see you online and talk to a few of you. So we just wanted to do our weekly update for our part 1 participants. Module 3 is the legal environment and school operations. So this is a very, very meaty module. And to that end, we kind of want to talk a little bit about why the modules are organized the way they are, why we're opening them one at a time, and some of the course content and time that has to be taken up in them. So according to OCT, this course requires 125 hours of in-class time. So that's while you're online. So that's why the work, the video, the PowerPoint, all the readings and the posts are intended to really give you that 125 hours of learning. That's a lot of learning in 7 weeks. So we understand that, and Module 3 is a pretty intense one. You know, and we really are hoping that by what the whole purpose of this is to try to mimic a 70-hour face-to-face course plus the additional 55 hours we would be doing in the fall with some face-to-face and video conferencing. In order to do that, we really needed to be sure that people were engaged deeply in the collaborative learning process. And for people to do that, we need everybody to be in the same space at the same time in some respects. So the point of having the modules opening the way they are is we're trying to build a community that creates that collaborative learning environment. We really need you to have each of the tasks are purposely built with the idea that all of the learning prior to that and all the learning that you'll create online are all absolutely vital to answering those upcoming tasks. So that's one of the reasons that we've organized the course the way we have, and we are opening the modules one at a time. But just wanted to let you know that it is a very intense course. As we said, the Ontario College of Teachers does expect 125 hours of course time. And then on top of that, you'll have a practicum that's 60 hours that you'll work on before you come to part 2.
One of the things that we have noted, a few of you have put up already, is that log. We had put that in Module 1 so that you could use that as a guide to keep track of your time on task throughout the course. And we noticed that some of you have put up some postings now about Module 1, Module 2. You can do that option, or you can just keep a log, however you're choosing to do it, and then just submit it to us right at the end of the course in the Module 1 Dropbox. So however you choose to go about that, whatever helps you is fine with us. But please don't feel you have to put it in every single module or every single week. One at the end is fine. One of the things that will help you see how the course is laid out is if on the yellow bar at the top of the page, there's one that says content on the far left. If you click open that course, and you'll see the entire course that's open to date on the left-hand side, that's how you see the entire course outline for example, this week, Module 3. You'll see 3.1, what it entails, all of the resources, our discussion, and then you'll see a discussion box right at the bottom all the time. For the case studies, they'll be all embedded in there. If you are trying to work and do this course from the discussions box, you're going to be missing about 80% of the course. So we really are strongly encouraging you to go to the left and work from that content tab in order to complete the course.
Hello everyone.
Welcome to week 3, module 3.
And Module 3 is about setting direction. So you're getting a chance this time to look at making some vision statements and creating some ideas from your sort of own passions, as well as looking at maybe some data and how to listen to school conversations and school culture and see what's coming next. So that's a pretty exciting part.
Yeah, the things that I've been reading today for those who posted this weekend I thought were fantastic, and it was nice to see a nice balance of the Catholic public perspective as also as the private school perspective. So we have a nice mix happening throughout our course.
So we just wanted a chance to go over a few things. We know there's been some questions and some sort of concerns around why the modules are organized the way they are and why they're only open a week at a time. And we do open them every Friday, and we understand that Friday the 13th created some technical difficulties for Module 3, and we appreciate everyone who got to us pretty quickly, and we were able to get it fixed and up and running on Saturday morning. So we do appreciate that, but some of the feedback we wanted to give you is first of all, just a reminder that this course it's accredited by the OCT, and in that accreditation it says that we're guaranteeing you're doing 125 hours of work during the course. So that includes things like the videos that you're watching, the work that you're doing, the reading
Reading
the posts,
posts.
reading other posts, seeing PowerPoints, all those kinds of things. So it is quite labor intensive, this course. There's no doubt about it. And that's a big, stiff requirement to complete in just 7 weeks. So that's one of the things that the modules are designed to do, is to ensure that we meet that 125-hour commitment. Additionally, the tasks are really built to be progressive in nature, and that means that the learning happens prior to. They're designed that the learning that comes from Module 2 will help you with your Module 3 assignments and requests. Same thing for Module 3. When you move into Module 4, you'll need the learning that came beforehand. Plus, we've had, I know, some really great exchanges and sharing of information and sharing of monograms and videos between each other. So all of that is building this collaborative learning community that we are trying to do in order to mimic the 70 hours of face-to-face contact that you would be having if this was a traditional course.
And I would say on that note, the practicums that have been posted and the ones that you're choosing to interact with, there's been some great questions that people have put forward to the people that are doing the practicum. And I really love that leading by questions or learning through questioning. And I think the work that's been posted so far, you're all demonstrating very high skill at that. And it's been a real pleasure to read through and really see how you're pushing each other's thinking and really creating that collaborative environment that so many of you talked about in Module 2 and how to do that. And it is a bit of a challenge to do that virtually because, well, a bulk of the class, probably half the students know each other from last summer. And I know there was a little bit of a lament in one of the postings about, oh, we really miss seeing each other face to face and really miss doing that. Shane Beckett had put a posting up in Module 2 saying if anybody would like to join and work through Google, because he works that way a lot and has in previous roles, that you can put down your email if you have a Gmail account or another email that Google can access, and we can do some Google hanging. So I put my name in there, and Christy was going to add hers. So have a look for that. That's back in Module 2. And it's a nice offer. Thanks, Shane, for doing that. And it's a great way to talk. And I'm thinking, I'm in a school this fall, a new school again. And some of the things that we're talking about, I'm thinking about actively. I don't know what school yet I'll be in, but nonetheless, there is a process that kind of holds true, I think. It just depends what it looks like is different maybe in each of the settings that you're working in. But so I'm gathering ideas as well as we work through this, and excited about seeing what's happening. So I guarantee you I will be in contact with people and my colleagues and you through that Google Doc as the year unfolds, because things happen. And like I'm looking at some of the stuff posted around the technology piece in the schools, and the board I work with, they're working in Office 365. But I mean, that's a platform, but essentially the learning and the thinking and what that looks like. Those tenets around working with technology. And actually, one of the ladies posted about really being purposeful in the use of technology so that the laptops don't become a distractor in staff learning, but actually enhance staff learning. So how do you do that? So it's been really great learning and reading what everybody is talking about. And it's been good. Yeah. One of the, maybe a small little hint for you, if you haven't already noticed this, but at the top yellow bar at the top on the far left is a content tab. If you actually click on that content and work through all the work through that side, you'll actually see everything. You'll see the overview of example module 3.1. You will see, or maybe 3.7 in this case, you'll see all of the resources that are there, the PowerPoints, and then you'll see the discussion tab at the bottom. If you just work out of the discussion tab, you may get confused because not everything's there. You're missing roughly half to 75% of the course. None of the resources are there. It's just the discussion box. So if you work out of the content tab on the left, I think you'll find your learning will go a lot smoother. Your organization is very clearly laid out that way. So for those of you who haven't yet tried that, really just kind of be thinking about that.